So Deborah Morrow.
Yes.
She's master's degree,
I do have a master's degree.
and you work for Murphy High School.
I do.
How long you worked there?
I started teaching there in 1995. Started teaching Spanish.
Well, as you probably remember, this is for one of my classes, edm310.
Okay.
And if you can discuss with me your thoughts on project-based learning, because you did say you love
I do.
project-based.
I do love project-based learning. And one of the reasons I love it is that, for me, I feel as though I'm a facilitator in the classroom, and I like for kids to do real audience stuff. And so I try to give them some basic stuff in the classroom, and then we work on a project, okay, for a real audience. And for example, with my film class, a couple of years ago, the kids wanted to do a project to address teen pregnancy and bullying. And
Okay.
so we collaborated with the University of South Alabama, and Dr. Ward came out and helped the kids create a story, and then from there helped to create the dialogue, and then work through, where they need to do the scenes and the location and all of that. And then each group addressed the issue and how to solve it.
Okay. And you said real audience. So who was the audience at the end?
Well, when I say a real audience, I mean doing something more than just for a classroom setting, a worksheet, or just for me. And so then we took those videos and we put them on Marrow, which is a way for teachers to manage the classroom online, as well as on the school's website. So then real people can see it.
That's pretty fun. So in your daily activities, for example, you and I worked together on the teen ballroom thing with your African literature?
African American literature.
African American literature class. What type of project basis do you do with that class?
Okay, for that one, of course the kids enjoy the dancing period, and it's just exposing them to that kind of culture. But they are journaling about what they're doing with ballroom dancing. And I take those journals and give them to volunteers to read. And for example, a couple of the assistant principals and one of the counselors, they've read the journals for them. So they are writing for a real audience, even though it's a requirement in the class, they still get a grade from me. But they are expressing themselves. We've gone over how to journal. It's more than just logging in, the activity, but to put their feelings into it, to express, whatever they want to express. And it is for a real audience.
Okay. And another thing our class focuses on is technology in the classroom. And I know that you raised money a couple of years back to purchase laptops.
Yes.
And you have classroom laptops.
I do. I personally have two.
What do you use those for? What is the focus in the classroom with those?
Okay. Well, besides having a wealth of knowledge, at their hands at any time, they look at words for vocabulary, for definition or pronunciation, that sort of thing. But I use Moodle a lot in the classroom, and again, Moodle is a place for them to put their work. They can work together to put together a particular project. One of the things that we've done with film class is to make a glossary. So the kids work together to put together vocabulary, and then from there they can create word search puzzles, or crossword puzzles, that sort of thing.
Have you considered transitioning from journals into blogs, or like a live journal kind of thing?
I have done blogs before, a long time ago. Our school system has a firewall, and we don't have, I suppose, real blogs. There is a place where we can do blogs, I think on Wikispaces, and I was a member of that, but I'm not doing that anymore. I would like to do that again, though.
What would you do to deal with the machine issue, though?
We can work on it as a class, or the kids can do it at home, depending on how I set it up, I can see their blogs that they're doing, even if they're doing it at home. If it's on a particular website where they go to blogs, I can still see it, and I can manage it. With Wikispaces, I can manage it.
So, would you happen to have any advice for upcoming teachers wanting to do project-based learning?
Yes. I would say, don't be afraid to do them.
Okay.
Don't be afraid, because sometimes even, we as adults get a little nervous about trying something new, and it's okay to try it. It's even okay not to know something, because there are plenty of experts in the classroom, and I use my experts in the classroom, because a lot of them are much more tech savvy than I am. So I'll ask if there's someone in the classroom who can help me with this, that, and the other. And usually I have somebody who can help me. That's okay, because that's ownership for them, and we're collaborating together. And so I have no problem not knowing everything about technology. So I use my resources in the classroom. And then the other thing is to start small. Something not grandiose. It's going to take a lot of elements to make happen. This is just very, very small. And then once you build your confidence that way, you can branch out a little bit more if you want to. But start small and use the resources in the classroom.
Okay, thank you for this time.
Oh, you're welcome. Hopefully it was useful.
Hopefully it will be.
Yes.
I'm sure it will be.